Hello everybody, it's Timothy here and I want to welcome you to Discover with Timothy. I am right in the heart of Georgetown today on a very short road by this name. Let me turn over to show you. This is Pesara King Edward or King Edward Place. King Edward Place or Pesara King Edward was named after, well, Edward the 7th, the king or monarch of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland from 1901 to, well, very short, from 1901 to 1910. So he was king for just about 9 to 10 years. And then he passed away and the throne goes on to the next monarch. So I am here today to show you some of the sites along this area. Over, as you can see on this side, is a major, well, car park in Georgetown. And this area, it used to be what is known as the government office. If I turn over here to here, you will see like over here. Okay, let me make it bigger still. Okay, this is the Islamic Council of Penang building or Majlis Agama Islam Pulau Penang. And the building is seen in the neoclassical style, was part of the government offices or government buildings during the British colonial time. But during World War II, the building was bombed. Otherwise, it would be much bigger. You see, the building would wrap around, including this area, which is today the Bangunan Dewan Perniagaan Melayu or Malay Chamber of Commerce building. This one. But it was not there during the Second World War because that building, the one which is now the Majlis Agama Islam, it continues on to here and then it continues on across this way, the whole area here, and then it continues to wrap around at Welky. So that huge building is almost like the Comta at that time. So that building, a two-story building, will wrap all the way, and it holds a lot of the government offices at that time. Wow, this place is very, very noisy. So that was the government offices in Georgetown at that time, but unfortunately, it was bombed during World War II, and so what you see here, this one is all that is left of that building. So unfortunately, they do not decide to rebuild it. So what we have, this is the only remnant of that building, and it today houses the Islamic Council. But what I am showing you here is King Edward Place or Pesara King Edward, which is a pretty short street which connects the Light Street roundabout to Welky. And this is a rather short video to show you this area. And on our left side is the Penang Port Commission building, the modern style. So this was built much later, and unfortunately when they built this, it hides away the warehouses. They have beautiful warehouses which you will be able to see if you were to go to the Penang Port itself. Go inside the Penang Port, then you'll be able to see the warehouses, the beautiful warehouses. I want to just show you the historic warehouses which I like very much. Unfortunately, they are not in very proper state. I hope that one day they will restore this, make it all beautiful so that everybody can enjoy these warehouses. Also, another place to see those warehouses is along Jalan Tun Syed Sheikh Barakbar, which is also known as Fort Road back then. And I have a video on that. I will put the link here. So I'll put the link here if you want to see those beautiful warehouses. And of course, over here is the Queen Victoria Memorial Clock Tower, built but completed only when Queen Victoria has passed on. But nevertheless, it was one of the landmarks of Penang all the way until independence. So that is over here. And so we are, my friends, this rather short video on King Edward Place or Pesara King Edward, this very pretty short street in Georgetown, Penang. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm signing off now, and I hope to have you again joining me in my next video as we discover Penang together.